Welcome to An Apple a Day, a podcast, a resource, a community. Share your experiences and learn from others as we overcome barriers and learn to live a happy and healthy life. Not as disabled people, but as people with a disability. Welcome to the community. Here's your host, Jimmy Apple.
Welcome to another episode of An Apple a Day. I'm your host, Jimmy Apple. How you feeling today, my friends? You feeling good? You feeling strong? You feeling better than you did yesterday? Excellent. You can't ask for better than that. Let me just say this. Today is another chance to get even better. Forget about what happened in the past. Forget about the future. Focus on today. Make today a good day, a great day. Make today the best day. Act as if today is the first day and make it the best day you're ever going to have. Focus on today. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Just focus on today and make today the best day of your life. Welcome to An Apple a Day. For those of you who are regulars here, I apologize for the absence. I've been pretty sick the last couple of months. I've been in the hospital more than I've been out, but I'm back. And I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for not abandoning An Apple a Day. Today, we're going to talk about a 4-letter word. Now, calm down. Calm down. We're not talking about the words that you're thinking about. And no, we're not talking about love. Even though it's a 4-letter word, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the 4-letter word help. Yes, help. It's a 4-letter word. For some people, it's a good 4-letter word. For other people, it's a curse. But it's a 4-letter word. And some people look at the word help. They look at the word and they mull it around in their head and they say, I would never ask anybody for help. Why not? Because it makes me seem weak. For those people, I say, what are you, stupid? I mean, really. If you have the smarts, if you have the guts to ask somebody for help, that makes you, in my estimation, one of the strongest people because you know you need it. When you know you need help and you ask for help, that makes you not only a strong person, that makes you an extremely smart person, an extremely intelligent person that knows when to ask for help when they need it. Now, help comes in many forms. It could be a ride to the pharmacy. It could be a ride to a doctor's office. It could be picking up medication for somebody. It's usually something small like that, or, in all honesty, it could be helping somebody move. For the most part, help comes in being a friend, being a friendly ear to listen, a friendly smile, a friendly handshake. People with disabilities, they lead kind of like a secluded life. They don't get out as much as other people. Sometimes they're stuck in the home because of their disability. And you'd be surprised how much a visit from a friend can lift their spirits. A conversation, a phone call. Sometimes they get bad news from a doctor and they need somebody to talk to talk out their problems. And sometimes they just don't have anybody. And that's where the help comes in. I've heard people say that they've gone to their religious leaders to talk to them, and they've gone to counselors, and sometimes it just helps. Sometimes it's better to talk to someone outside of your family, to talk over medical problems. It's just that important to find somebody that you can talk these problems over with. That's a tremendous help. And just to have someone to talk to about nothing, just everyday conversations, that's a tremendous help. How many times have you found yourself at home, you just want to talk to someone about nothing in particular, nothing specific. You just want to have a conversation with someone. You're tired of talking to the four walls. You're tired of talking to the dog. You're tired of yelling at the TV. You just want to talk to someone who's going to talk back to you and answer your questions and respond to your negative thoughts about whatever's going on in politics. You want to discuss politics with somebody. You just want to have a conversation. That's a big help. And you'd be surprised, once you have that back and forth with somebody, how much your spirits lift. It's good for your health. It's a help. Little things like that help. Now, if you're a person that's willing to help someone, they're depending on you. If you say to someone, I'll be over, they're waiting for you, and you don't show up. Do you know how devastating that can be for them? It's like they're scheduled to go to a food pantry, say, and they get there and the door's locked. How are they going to put food on the table? It's a devastating thing. When they're waiting for someone who says they're going to be there, that's so important. And if you're the person that they're waiting for, it's so important that you do show up. If you make an appointment with the person that's stuck at home, it's so important that you keep that appointment, or let them know you're not coming. Let them know you can't make it. Don't just not show up. It's so important. If you're going to be a helper, please be a helper. I'm not saying that people with disabilities are the only people that need help. I'm not trying to say that at all, because people with disabilities are people who have lived life in the fast lane, for lack of a better term, because they have so much experience under their belt with different parts of life. They're a wealth of knowledge. They are in position to give help to others. Maybe they can't lift a sofa. Maybe they can't pack a truck because their disability stops them. But when it comes to advice, my God, people with disabilities have advice for people who may be having a hard time, because people with disabilities have had to pare down. They were making money, but the disability put them in a hard spot financially as well as physically. They've learned how to squeeze every ounce out of every penny that they get. They've learned how to provide for their family at a lesser income. That doesn't mean that it's easy for them. That means that they had to make changes and cuts and learn how to survive like that. And they can pass that along to the people that are having a hard time making more money than them. They can pass along their knowledge. So it doesn't matter. People look at people with disabilities as, for lack of a better term again, the lower end. Like, what can they offer me? I'm not disabled. I don't have a disability. So how can I turn to them for help? Well, you'll be surprised how much a person with a disability can help an able-bodied person. I think back to some of the people I've interviewed on this podcast that have more oomph behind them, for lack of a better word, more oomph, more fire in their belly than some other people I know. Take, for example, Faith Gilbo. Here's a girl that from birth has a disability, but she doesn't let her stop her. This girl is out there making movies. She's modeling with adaptive clothing. Another woman, Christy Taylor. Again, she has ataxia. She can't walk, yet she's modeling. And she's running websites to help other people with ataxia. She's running organizations. They don't let it stop them. And they're a wealth of knowledge for other people, not just other people with disabilities, but for anyone. I've interviewed a number of people. They may have a disability, but they don't let it stop them. They've written books. They've made songs. They've been screenwriters for movies. They've done amazing things. They've become doctors. And these are people with disabilities. So don't count us out. Don't count anyone out. When you need help, when there's a hand stretched out to you to help you, whether the fingers are crooked or missing, take that hand. Take advantage of the hand that's willing to help you. I said help is a 4-letter word, and I meant it. There are so many good 4-letter words out there. People hear 4-letter word, and they automatically think of the bad ones. But think about it. 4-letter word. Another 4-letter word is love. There's life. There's live. And that's an important 4-letter word. Live. And my suggestion for anybody and everybody is live for today. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday is past. It's gone. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised to anyone, whether you have a disability or not. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. So live for today. Make today the greatest day of your life. But live. Live like it's it. You know what? There was a song, a while back, country western song. Live like you're dying. Make this the best day. Act as if this is the last day. Make it your best. Other 4-letter words: home, food, heat, water. 4-letter words are good. They're not all the cuss words hold the corner of 4-letter words. So think about it. Think about other 4-letter words that are good. Write them down. Keep them. But remember to live. That's the most important one. Live and love. I want to thank you for stopping by today. And I want to invite you to stop by Living with a Disability. That's our group page on Facebook. You can get there by going to famousapple.com/group. You'll meet other people there with disabilities. You'll meet their caretakers. You'll meet friends of people with disabilities. Everyone's over there. They're chatting, they're having fun, asking questions, telling jokes, sharing news articles. You have a question, you can ask it. You can answer questions, ask questions. Join in the fun. People are having fun. Why shouldn't you? That's famousapple.com/group. The address will be in the show notes for this podcast. Also, you can go to our podcast chat page. That's famousapple.com/applechat. That's www.famousapple.com/applechat. Again, I want to thank you for being here today. And I want to remind you, things can always be worse. That's right. Right now, there's somebody somewhere wishing that they were in your position. So things can always be worse, my friends. We've got some exciting people joining us over the next couple of weeks. And I hope you'll come back and check us out. You've been listening to An Apple a Day. My name is Jimmy Apple, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Have a great day, my friends.
Thanks for listening to An Apple a Day with Jimmy Apple, your gateway to a happy, healthy life. Join our community at www.famousapple.com. See you next time.